It's time for breakfast, and one of my current obsessions is quinoa. I know it sounds like a strange breakfast food, but it's actually perfect for someone who doesn't like breakfast because they don't like eggs or pancakes. So quinoa used to be called the gold of the Incas because it helped to increase the stamina in the warriors. It's also very high in protein. It's actually a complete protein because it also has amino acids, including lysine, which is essential for tissue repair. So for anyone who is athletic, if you're into exercise, you want things that help to repair your tissue. It's also filled with magnesium, which helps to relax the blood vessels, which can help minimize migraines, and it can also help with heart health because it's, relaxing those blood vessels so they're not all tense and which is why we get headaches and, can have heart problems. It's also filled with antioxidants and fiber, which is fantastic for digestion. It's also a slow-burning food, so you stay fuller longer, which means you eat less later, so it's great for weight loss. So the way you make it is you do 2 parts water and 1 part quinoa. So I did 2 cups water and I'm doing 1 cup quinoa. And then I add just a little bit of salt because salt helps to bring the flavor up. So it helps to enhance the flavor. Not very much, just a little, like, what is this, half a teaspoon. And then once it starts to boil, I'm going to reduce the heat, put the top on, and put it on simmer for about 15 minutes or until the quinoa sucks up all the water. But only don't check constantly, just check in 15 minutes. And then if the quinoa sucked up all the water, it's ready to eat. So now I'm going to go and do my yoga as I wait. The quinoa's ready. I'll show you how we know. So you put the spoon in, and you can see straight to the bottom. There's no extra liquid. Alright, it's ready to eat, which I'm thrilled about because I'm hungry. I always like to start my day doing some sort of physical activity first thing in the morning before I eat. So I do 5 to 15 minutes of yoga, or I just do one daily 100. A daily 100 is 100 seconds or 100 reps of any exercise. Sometimes it's plank. It's often plank. Plank or yoga is generally what I do. Or, mountain climbers, which are great. Really get your heart rate up. So, a little bit of quinoa. Then, I like to add a little bit of white pepper. White pepper it adds this really beautiful depth of flavor. Unlike black pepper that sort of bites your tongue, white pepper is a little bit smoother, and it has, it's a natural fat burner because anything that's spicy that heats up your mouth also heats up your body, which means it's heating up your metabolism. So, this is breakfast, and you're breaking your fast by eating breakfast, and then you're having something spicy. So, just a little bit of white pepper. That was a little too much, so don't do that much. But I like white pepper, so this is too much white pepper. You want just a little less. Okay, and then if you like Parmesan cheese, sprinkle on a little bit of Parmesan. Just, again, it creates some depth of flavor. And then I love cucumber. It's sort of odd because I put a cold cucumber on this hot quinoa. This is a Persian cucumber. It comes this size. It's perfect. I get a little container of like 8 of them, and I chop up an entire cucumber. Cucumbers are great to cool internal heat. That's what my acupuncturist says. So it helps to get rid of anger and any face outbreaks because of this. It's a naturally cooling vegetable. It also is filled with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory, which makes sense with the cooling because anti-inflammatory, and Dr. Weil believes that a lot of people are overweight because of too many foods that are heating them up. So you want to have foods that are anti-inflammatory. It is also filled with lignans, which help to reduce cardiovascular disease and cancers. Then I put 1/3 of an avocado. I know it sounds strange, 1/3 of an avocado. But the reason is because avocados are kind of fatty. 2 tablespoons of avocado is 4.5 grams of fat. This is not quite 2 tablespoons. This is probably like 1.5 tablespoons. So 4.5 grams of fat. But compare that to butter, which is 23 grams of fat for 2 tablespoons. So sometimes I'll use avocado and rub that on bread as if it's butter, because I've saved, what, 18.5 grams of fat? I know. In addition to being a healthy fat item, avocado is also filled with essential nutrients. It's filled with fiber. It's filled with potassium. Potassium is great because it helps to depuff, in addition to lots of other things. But if you're feeling swollen, have something that is filled with potassium, because it helps to get that puff away. It's filled with vitamin E, which is great moisturizing. So if you eat something that has a lot of vitamin E, it helps to moisturize your skin. And folic acid, which women need. They just do. So, all right, white pepper, parm. I already put the salt in when I was preparing it. And now this is the cucumber that I've cut up. Oh, I'm going to stir it a little because I want to get that white pepper mixed in. All right, an entire Persian cucumber. And then the avocado. So I just cut little slices with a knife, and then it's just ready to pull out. I just pull it out with a spoon really easily. The whole avocado comes out into little bite-sized pieces. Then I'm sort of obsessed with green tea right now because it's a natural antioxidant and it's been shown to help burn fat. So I drink green tea. Is this still hot? Yeah. Not I drink green tea all day, like all day long. And because I don't love just the plain flavor of green tea necessarily, I add soy milk. So this is a low-fat vanilla soy milk, has a little extra flavor, a little density. I like it. So that's my breakfast. This is like what I have. In addition to oatmeal and egg. Not addition, but oatmeal and egg is the alternative breakfast, which is so good. So now that the quinoa has cooled a bit, I'm going to put it in my Tupperware because I'm going to have this every morning for the next couple of days. And that's what's so great. You know, the first day, yeah, it's kind of a pain because you actually have to cook the quinoa and it takes 15 minutes. But after that, it's just ready to eat. You add the cucumber, you add the avocado, and you're set. So I'm putting it in the Tupperware, and then I'm actually going to portion out each day. I'll show you how. That way, I'm unable to rationalize that I need more and I need more and I need more, because the first time I made this stuff, it was so good. I mean, it continues to be so good, but I wasn't ready for it to be quite as good as it is. So I had my portioned breakfast, and then next thing I know, I'm back in the kitchen having another portion. And then I'm just sitting eating it out of the Tupperware container. I already put it in Tupperware and put it in the fridge. Took it out, eating it, until I had almost none left. I felt so disgusted with myself. Now, I mean, it's really healthy, but still, you can overdo it on the healthy food. You can eat too much healthy food. Some people are like, I don't understand why I'm gaining weight. All I eat is healthy food. How much healthy food are you eating? So, I know I have very little self-control, and therefore I have to portion it for myself. So I have it in the container, and then I take a knife, and I actually cut, let's see, so I want this to be about 4, this should be about 4 portions. So I actually make little lines that are hard to see, but they're there. So tomorrow morning, I know where I have to end my spooning into the bowl. Portion size. Then, put the top on. So that one amount that I made, the 2 cups water, 1 cup quinoa, enough for 5 days of breakfast. Put in the fridge. And I'm all set for tomorrow.